Hi there, this is Miss Pulliam, and this is Library with Miss Pulliam. This is library special for kindergarten through second grade, and this is for week 12. I will have you know first, I must tell you that I've recorded now 3 or 4 times, and there was a problem with the computer, and it did not record. So let's hope this time it's it. We have a great story for you today, and it is called All Are Welcome. And it is by Alexandra Penfold and Suzanne Kaufman. And here is the book. There are 3 words that I've chosen from this story for our vocabulary words, and they are haste. And you've heard haste makes waste. So haste is to act or move swiftly. Diversity. Diversity is something you may have heard. If you haven't, I'm sure you hear it quite a bit. Diversity is the inclusion. It's including um, of different types of people in a group or an organization, different races, different cultures. Just it's being inclusive. It's a whole group, all different kinds of people. And the last word is adversity. Adversity is a state of being of difficulty or misfortune. Okay. With that, we're going to get started. And I have a special friend here today who's going to read the next story for us, our Froggy story. Okay. Okay, all are welcome. So first of all, as we're reading this, first you can look at the cover and you might ask yourself, well, where are they going? And we're about to find out where they're going. And do they all look alike? This group of people, do they look alike? So now, and another thing I want you to think of too, as we're reading this story, is do you have a connection that you can think of with this story? Okay, all are welcome. Pencils sharpened in their case. Bells are ringing. Let's make haste. School's beginning, dreams to chase. All are welcome here. So here's our classroom, all of our friends. And let's see. What I really like about this story, and if we look closely at the picture, you're going to see that there's a student in a wheelchair. There's a blind student too. He's got sunglasses on and he's holding a pole, a stick, so that he can see, a walking stick. So when they say inclusive, they mean everybody, people with disabilities, people different in every way. But yet, are they really that much different? All right, we're going to find out. No matter how you start your day, what you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. Here they are in specials. So they might not all look the same, they might not all be from the same place, but they are all the same. They're kids, and everybody loves music, everybody loves art, and to play with friends and listen to stories. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch. What a spread! A dozen different kinds of bread. Do you remember that word, my friends? Yes, it's on your list in your classrooms, our vocabulary word list that we've been doing. Dozen was from the story about the eggs. And a dozen eggs or anything else is how many? 12. Very good. 12. So a dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's friend. Every, everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing, we will slide. We'll have fun side by side. All are welcome here. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. So we're a community school, Winthrop, and it says here our strength is our diversity. Our strength is that we are a bit different. So there's all kinds of neat things that we all bring to the table that we all have to share, just like at our school. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents will uncover. This is pretty cool. It looks like they're doing their science fair. And there's one there's on dinosaurs, there's one on slime, volcanoes, bugs, the world, all kinds of stuff. There's a big world to discover. Isn't that the truth? All are welcome here. And I believe that's a Chinese dragon and the dance that they're doing, and that's really neat because they are getting an opportunity to learn about a different culture. So much to learn, so much to do. And when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back and start anew. All are welcome here. And here are two new friends saying goodbye to each other at the end of the day, because tomorrow is yet another day of learning. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Bedtime or nighttime routine, getting things ready. Got your bath, your pajamas, the goodnight kiss, and making sure that you have your uniform and everything out for the morning. So there's no running around in the morning wondering, where's my belt? Where's my top? Our time together is the best. Here are all of our friends. All are welcome here. You have a place here. You have a space here. We're getting near the end. Check this out. You are all welcome here. So actually this is just smaller pictures of everything that's gone on so far in the book. Pretty cool. Let's see if I can rotate this so you can see it. So there's a place for everyone. All are welcome there. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is I put together some questions. Let's talk about this a little bit, okay? Diversity. We know what diversity means now, right? Diversity is a group of different people together. So that could be races, it could be cultures, it could be people from different places, people with disabilities. So it's just everybody. It's all inclusive. Everybody belongs here together, which is a nice thing. Okay. Where are the people on the cover going? Anybody know where the people on the cover were going? School. Very good. Thank you. And who is welcome at this school? Everyone is welcome at this school. Good job. Good listening. What do students find at this school? Well, I think let's see, they found new friends and they found a place that they're all welcome and um, and that they can be themselves and a safe place, and that's an awesome thing. What activities did the students do together? Let's see, there was science, right? There was some science. They were reading stories, music, art, as well as some other things in there. How many types of food did the children bring for their lunch? And actually, they say food, but it was bread. How many types of bread were there? A dozen. That's right, a dozen. And a dozen is how many? 12. Good. What makes these kids different from each other? Why are they different? Why do we say, well, they're different? Well, they're from different places. So if they're from different places, maybe a different country, they may have speak a different language. They may dress differently than you do. They may eat different foods, have different customs. And what makes the students the same? And I love this question because if we look, we see, okay, there's all kinds of different students here. But what makes them the same? Well, just like at our school, all of their parents put them into this wonderful school where everybody is included and everybody is welcome, just like at our school. And so that makes them all the same. And they're all there for the same reason. They're there to learn, to make friends, and have fun, just as you are. Okay. Last question. Think about this one. This is a good one. What can we learn from people that are different from us? Do 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 Jeopardy. Okay, let's see. What can we learn from people that are different from us? Well, if they're from different places, they are going to have different cultures, which means different religions, different holidays to share and learn about, maybe different foods that they eat. Um, the, they may dress differently. So it's all kinds of things that we can learn from other people and that they in turn can learn from us as well. That's pretty neat. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this story. It is a great story, and it really makes me think of our school because I find that it's an inclusive school too. Everyone is welcome there as well. And that's a wonderful thing. We will talk about more diversity and things like that. Um, but right now, we're going to read a fun book. It's a Froggy book, my friends. We love Froggy. This one is Froggy Plays Soccer. And I have a special friend that's here tonight, and she is going to read this to you. Her name is Angel. All right, Angel. Would you like to read this to my friends? There you go.
This one is by Jonathan Landon, illustrated by Frank. I don't even know how to say that.
It's a long name. I know. Remkowitz. We'll just say Frank. And
Yeah,
he's the illustrator, so he did the
pictures.
There you go.
So we can see him playing soccer. You can see there's a bunch of friends around him. Froggy plays soccer. Froggy plays soccer. Froggy couldn't sleep. He looked out the window. The full moon was rising. It looked like a soccer ball. Tomorrow's the big game, he said out loud. If we beat the Wild Things, we win the City Cup.
And there's our Froggy. Yay!
In the morning, Froggy was bursting to go. He pulled on his underwear, zap, tugged on his soccer shorts, zip, snapped on his shin guards, snap, wiggled on his soccer short, sling, pulled on his soccer socks, zoop, and put on his cleats, zoop, zoop. Froggy, called his father. Froggy's father was the assistant coach. What? Let's go. We'll be late for the game. Froggy flopped outside. Flop, flop, flop. Remember, said Froggy's dad, only the goalie can catch the ball, and you're not the goalie. Now repeat after me. Head it, boot it, knee it, shoot it. But don't use your hands. And Froggy sang, head it, boot it, knee it, shoot it, but don't use your hands, all the way to soccer field.
Head it, boot it, need it, shoot it, don't use your hands.
At soccer field, the coach, Max's mother, said, we're a team, we're the dream team. Hooray, screamed the dream team. Soon the game was on. Froggy was doing cartwheels. Froggy was picking daisies. Froggy was picking his nose. The ball bounced off his chest. He gave a mighty kick and missed the ball. Maybe he shouldn't have been picking daisies or his nose.
Exactly. He should have been watching for the ball.
But Max trapped it and passed it to BJ, who slammed it right into the net. Goal! It was 1-0, Dream Team. Again, the two teams faced off. The whistle blew. The Dream Team charged down the field toward the Wild Things. Froggy was tying his shoe. Froggy's dad was yelling, defense, defense! The ball hit Froggy in the head. Bonk! It knocked him down. He was great at defense. At halftime, the Dream Team held the lead. Now remember, said Froggy's dad. They all chanted together. Head it, boot it, knee it, shoot it, but don't use your hands. The whistle blew at second half started. A fly circled by. Froggy, called the coach. What? Keep your eye on the... Thwap. The ball smacked him in the eye.
Oh, no.
Poor Froggy. Froggy was mad now. The Wild Things were stampeding and Matthew, the Dream Team's goalkeeper, was chasing the ball. Now the goal was unguarded. This was Froggy's chance. He leapfrogged over Travis. He leapfrogged over Matthew. He leapfrogged over the Wild Things forward who was firing the ball. So you can see him jumping all. Do some here. And what a save! Froggy caught it right before the net, but oh no! He used his hands! Oops! Froggy cried, looking more red in the face than green. He looked so silly the Dream Team laughed, but not for long. Froggy's not green anymore, he's red now. Poor Froggy. The penalty for using his hands was a free kick at the goal for the Wild Things. The Wild Things star forward kicked and scored. Now it was a tied game, but it wasn't over yet. And when there was 1 minute left, the crowd went crazy. The clock was ticking. The ball was coming right toward Froggy. I wonder what he'll do. Froggy, yelled his dad. What? But Froggy knew what to do. He jammed his hands in his armpits. He stuffed them in his pockets. He stuck them in his mouth. And then he power kicked the ball so far down the field that it bounced over the goalie's head. Did it make it? Let's find out. Smacked into the goal. Yes. The dream team had won the City Cup. They shouted and danced, and Froggy sang, "Head it, boot it, knee it, shoot it, but don't use your hands." Except to slap, high five. Slap, slap, slap. The end.
Awesome, thank you. Wasn't that good? We've been reading all kinds of Froggy books, and the students really love Froggy because Froggy's cool. And here's our friend Froggy. Hello. Okay, so there is a lesson in this book, and I didn't even think of that. There is a lesson in here. Um, one very important one, obviously about teamwork. Being part of a team, you have to pay attention, right? You can't be part of a team and not pull in your own weight.
Froggy found out the hard way. He got smacked in the head.
That's right, in the eye, right? So then he realized he needed to get it together and be part of that team. And I always tell my students that we are part of a team. You're part of a team at home as a family. So we help around the house and do things. And we are part of a team at school. Your classmates are your teammates, and we work together. And working together, we can do anything, right? That's right. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to end it right here. Have a super, super day. And we'll just have to see what next week's book is. Bye for now. Remember, please, practice reading and reading aloud. Reading aloud is so important. And I know I tell you this every week, my friends, but it is so important. If you read aloud, you can read to a stuffed animal or to a parent or to a sibling. You can read to the mirror, anybody, grandma on the phone, a friend, anything. But reading aloud is great practice for reading and hearing your voice and getting used to raising it. We're always told to keep our voices down, but I'm always telling you when we're reading in a classroom, a big room of people, we want to make sure that our voice carries and that we can be heard. So we've got to get used to it because not everybody is as loud as I am. But it took me a long time to get this way. When I was your age and your age, I was really quiet too. But it's confidence, it's practice, and we'll all get really good at it. All right, my friends, have a super day. Goodbye for now. Happy reading.